Ooh, it's hot out here, fam, but we had to get this message in. Listen, if you're in your 40s, maybe you're in your 30s, maybe you even in your 50s, you know what I mean? And you feel like you spent your whole life building someone else's dream, listen to me. I need you to listen to me. I need you to hear this. This message is for you. You are not too late. Let me repeat that. You are not too late. You are not behind. And you definitely haven't wasted your life. Let's not even entertain them type of beliefs. Let's not even give that no focus of our energy. I see a lot of hardworking people carrying something they never talk about. They wake up before the sun. They work all day. They even solve other people's problems. Then they come home exhausted, come home tired, trying to find enough energy to build the life they actually want, right? After 20, 30, sometimes 30 years, you know what I mean? They begin asking themselves this painful question. Damn, did I miss my chance? Damn, is it over for me? Will I ever get there before I die? And that question has probably stopped more dreams than failure ever have, because now you believing into a lie. You know what I'm saying? Don't believe that story. Recently, I came across a creator documenting his journey on YouTube, right? Good brother. He's in his 40s. You could tell, he's a good guy. He's been working since he was a teenager, he say. He's trying to build a YouTube channel because he wants more than just a paycheck, right? So as I listened to him, I realized he ain't alone. He is not alone. His story is similar to millions of us carrying that same exact energy, right? Millions of people carrying that same exact energy. They not lazy. They not untalented. They just simply tired. They tired of trading time for money. They tired of wondering if life have something bigger waiting for them, right? They ready for their moment. And maybe that's you. Maybe you feel like that. You know what I mean? And that's why I created Source Media, Source Supply Company. Because, listen, here's what Source been teaching me, right? Source been teaching me life doesn't waste experiences. Your job wasn't your prison. It was your classroom. Every difficult boss you encountered, every early morning you had to wake up, every time you pushed yourself, every mistake, every setback, right? Every year you thought you were falling behind, you was really building. You was building someone capable of leading when the opportunity arrived. You was building yourself. A tree doesn't apologize because it spent years growing roots underground. You see what I'm saying? Those roots are exactly what allowed it to stand when a storm comes. You was building your roots. Maybe your roots have simply been growing longer than you expected. Maybe you didn't realize your roots had to grow longer than you expected. The world would tell you to compare yourself to someone who started YouTube at 20 years old, or someone who made money online in their 20s. But the source within you asks a different question. The source within you is asking, who are you becoming right now? Because that's the only comparison that matters. You don't need another decade. You don't need another decision. The decision to believe your story still matters. The decision to stop waiting for permission. The decision to create instead of consume. That's the only decision you need. The decision to build your own life, even if it's one video at a time, fam. That's the only decision you need, right? So if you building something after work, if you focus on growing yourself, if you focus on growing toward freedom, keep going. Even if nobody's watching, keep posting. If you've got only 30 minutes every evening, if that's all you got, protect them 30 minutes. You understand? Small, consistent action compounds into extraordinary results. The algorithm isn't your biggest obstacle. Self-doubt is. Beat that first. Beat that doubt in your head. The views will eventually follow. The views gonna come when you start believing in you, when you focus on you. So tonight, before you go to bed, write one sentence. I want you to write, what am I building that my future self will thank me for? What am I building that my future self will thank me for later? Then take one action towards that tonight. Not 10 actions, just one. Because momentum is built one brick at a time. Focus on the power of one, right? If this message found you at exactly the right time, then good. I want you to leave a comment with one word. Building. Comment building in the comments. Not because you already arrived, but because you decided you're not quitting. And you're going to keep building. And remember, like I always say, let's be about that bag and build from within. Because in the end, everyone will see what you've been building all along. Peace, fam.